Welcome back to Press here. Chris Faulkner is an oil executive. David Baker of the San Francisco Chronicle is an energy reporter, so I'll just step out of the way and let you at it.
Let's talk about California in specific. We haven't had a lot of fracking here yet, but we do have a gigantic oil shale formation covering a good portion of the southern end of the Central Valley, the Monterey Shale. We've heard a lot about the potential that it may have, with the federal government saying it could have 15 billion barrels, if I remember right.
That's right.
But we haven't really seen it take off yet. What kind of potential do you think is there?
You know, the good news about the Monterey Shale is there's no analogous shale in the United States that matches it. It's very young. It was deposited about 10 million years ago versus 300 million years ago for most other shales. So that makes it a little bit a better candidate, less brittle, so we may not have to frack it as big and as hard as we frack some of these other shales in the United States. And that will make California a little bit happier. But you are right. California is a different state to operate oil and gas wells in. By different, you could also say difficult. I think that you will have to get out in front of community relations. And what we're doing in other states, even in Texas, we're sitting down with local constituents. We're having community relations meetings and efforts in these states to let folks know what we're doing, why we feel it's safe, and showing them that kind of data, exactly what documentary filmmakers are doing to say how fracking is bad. So what we need to do is get into California, get out ahead of the curve, really show folks how things are going to work, because knowledge is power with people. They want to understand, and if they don't understand, they're going to be afraid. They're going to be scared of what's happening. And I think that's why the industry is in the situation it's in, because people are scared by not knowing what we're doing.
Is it too late already? I mean, it seems like people are pretty freaked out about fracking, and, you know, these documentaries have already come out.
It is what it is. The situation, we're going to have to approach it in the best manner we can, and that means we're going to have to, as an industry, get a little more transparent. We're going to have to get out and talk to people and show them how things are working. This is not a proprietary technique. Fracking's been used now for almost 80 years, right? So people have to understand that it is tried and true. It has been tested. But I think it's going to be a difficult pitch in California, more so than it has been in areas like Texas, where people see drilling rigs all the time. People don't want to see drilling rigs in Santa Barbara. They don't want to see drilling rigs in their backyard, okay? In Texas, they're more accepting of that. I think California, we're going to have an uphill battle.
Mother Nature has a bit of a sense of humor. I have the figures here. The Bakken oil shale, 3.5 billion barrels, and according to one source, and the Monterey Shale, 15 billion barrels.
It's 5 times as big
in California.
That's right.
I mean, a densely populated
that's right.
State which has lots of environmental movement to it.
Well, we have a lot of unemployment out here, and we could use the tax dollars.
All right. Well, very much. Thank you very much, Chris Faulkner with Breitling Oil and Gas. Legal restrictions mean no one inside Facebook can talk about the upcoming IPO, but people darn close to the deal can. We'll talk with entrepreneur David Sachs about Silicon Valley's most anticipated stock offering next on Press Here.